this next video with me. Here's my latest find. It's a brick hammer. Somebody took and threw this handle on, which was too small for the eye. Put a wedge in there, didn't even wedge it with a wood wedge properly. Threw that wedge in there and cracked it right down the handle, and it's still loose. So it's not at all functional, it's not done properly at all. To give you some comparison, here is my True Temper brick hammer. I like it because it does have a short handle on it, and on brick hammers I kind of like short handles. You're usually tapping or chipping. It may call on you to drive a metal nail once in a while, but for the most part, short handle seems to keep better control and work well. See how this one's tapered a little bit finer here than this one, which is not a huge deal, but I kind of like the way this is contoured, and so I hope you'll join me as we take this, clean it up, and turn it into a good, useful tool that we can use here around the homestead. Alright, the best way I have found to do this is to take your tool, put a 2x4 down to the floor, and then sandwich this in with the vise. And that way when you tap on that, you're hitting directly into the floor and it holds everything in place. All right, we want to give full disclosure here. Not everything always goes as planned in the ToolScouter shop. If you'll notice right there, there is a small little crack. And when I went to put the barrel wedge in, that center wedge drove down inside again. So that is completely unacceptable. It's not filled out. I don't know exactly. That's going to be an awfully difficult way to spread that. I'm thinking of possibly, instead of using a barrel wedge, using this T wedge for the wood, but then putting 2 metal wedges in on either side. So we're gonna have to get a new handle and start over on this project, or at least the handle part. I really like that octagonal handle, but that's just not gonna fly. All of my drifts are too big, and so I went to look in my scrap bin for a piece of metal, and I found a wrench. I think it was a 10-inch crescent type wrench, open end adjustable wrench, and where the pin goes in to hold the barrel screw, it was broken and cracked, so it wasn't worth restoring. So I cut the handle off. We use this as a drift. Beautiful. All right, I think we found something in our stash that will work. So I want an octagonal handle, so let's go ahead and fix this up. Just look at this grain orientation, almost straight up and down, and you can take and follow. There's a little line right there. You can follow that line from here, goes all the way over, rotates just a little bit, but goes up through the eye right there. So that's going to make a nice little handle. All right, I've made a little bit larger hole here that hopefully will keep that from splitting through. And I think we might soak this a little in linseed oil. I don't know if that'll make that a little more pliable or not, but I hope we'll be tight enough here that we won't have the problem we had before. So let's give it a try. So I'm very pleased with how this all came out. We have some of the pictures. My favorite part is looking at the before shots and then the after shots. And so here's a before, and then we have now our after. Let's take a closer look at this. I did take an old handle I had here and I octagonized it. Put an octagonal handle. The only really bad thing I see is this little knot right here, which really on a smaller handle is not that big a deal. The head turned out very nice. It was good and tight right here as it inserts into the eye, and then the bottom here also looks very good. I shouldn't say it looks good. It looks kind of ugly, but it is tight. I could not believe the difference in width from here down up to here. There was a lot, almost a quarter of an inch on both sides. And this here, you remember the mess I had with the other handle. I got this one on, and let's see, where is it? I think it was right there. There's a little bit of a grain, and I thought maybe I had split it again. But as I looked more carefully at it, it was just the grain. So anyways, we've got our project here, and I think it turned out nicely. And let's take and put it up here on the wall. So we've got a nice spot for it right here on the wall. We'll be able to display it along with everything else. So thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend. Sure appreciate you spending your time with me. Have a great day. God bless. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.